Welcome to Perth Stadium Station. Neighbouring the third largest stadium in Australia is the Perth Stadium train station. The station is currently the newest station on the Transperth network, opening on the 21st of January 2018, costing $145 million as the city's second biggest train station. This is the Western Concourse with two sets of stairs and lifts to get up to the bridge to cross it to the platforms. However, this one is closed on most days, except for when there actually is a stadium event, where you can use it to get to platforms 3 and 4 for express trains straight down the Joondalup or Fremantle lines. There are also some toilets at the side here and a bridge over to Belmont Park, which is the station that this station replaced when that closed in 2013, as it used to just serve the Belmont Racecourse as a special event station. So, since we can't go on here, we have to go under that road over there. As you can see the sign, all trains. And here we are, there's some tranquil music playing under here. I'll let you listen to that, unless I realize that it's copyrighted and I have to get rid of it. Probably not. And then we're out on the other side here. You can see it's all just paths and greenery, because the whole precinct around here is just this with the stadium. And here we are now going up the stairs of the Eastern Concourse. It is exactly the same to the Western one. It has toilets, lifts, stairs, everything the same. And you can see that the color scheme of the station sign is black to denote it being a special event station where quite a few lines come to. And once the Thornley Cockburn link opens, the Mandurah line will also come to here. So this is the large hallway across the tracks. You can see it's really big. Right now it's completely empty because I filmed this on a weekend, since trains actually stop here on weekends, even though no one gets off, just if any families want to go to the park, but basically no one is here, so it was a perfect time to film it though. But during stadium events you can imagine how packed this would be, with 28,000 people flooding into the train station in an hour after the event. Now, as you may have noticed as we were walking around here, there are no escalators at this station because that would just be chaotic when there's large crowds, so it's quite a big feature missing from such a station. And this is what the platforms look like. It's just some tiles and shelter, nothing special really. It's quite bland actually for a major station. But it's got screen displays, as you just saw. An Armadale line train is coming in 18 minutes, because on the weekends the frequency is pretty low. So that's what it looks like, and this is just one of the 6 platforms here. So on event days, McIver, Claysbrook and Thorney stations are all closed to make operations on the very busy line much easier. Platform 1 is used for Perth Express trains, which goes straight to platform 6 at Perth, and then they go to the Leederville sidings, turn around and come straight back, up and down, up and down. It's a pretty busy train, that one, since it's obviously expressed straight to the central station, although it is exactly the same as the Armadale line services that go to Perth, since McIver and Claysbrook are closed, so that's pretty weird. Platform 2 is used for those Armadale line services towards Perth, and then platforms 3 and 4 are used for Fremantle and Joondalup line services respectively. These are usually accessed from the Western Concourse. And then platform 5 is for Armadale line services towards Armadale, and platform 6 is just a spare platform for any arriving trains, park trains, or anything else. So as you saw there as we were walking along the platform, it's pretty simple, just seating, billboards, a system map which denotes the station as a special event one using an E, and nothing else really. Each platform is accessed via 2 sets of stairs and 2 sets of lifts down either side of the concourse. And up in the concourse there's also sanitizer, a defibrillator, a transit officer booth. Because this station is actually manned on the weekends, so it was pretty strange here. Just two guards walking around, but no one else. It's not very nice. And then here we are on platforms 5 and 6. An Armadale Line train is due soon. So on Sundays, there's actually Armadale Line trains which stop at all stations throughout the day, including Victoria Park, Carlisle, Queen's Park, all that stuff. So like every second Armadale Line train stops, and every second one does the C pattern. And then also in between you got 2 Thorney Line trains an hour, so that's how it works on Sundays. But on Saturdays it's completely different. It's quite weird, you know? It's both weekends, but it's totally different. Yeah, okay. Enough rambling about train patterns. And after a quick ride in that quite spacious and modern lift, we are back up at the concourse. Right there was a Thorney Line train just whizzing past towards Perth, just missed it. Like, to film. And yeah, also I forgot to mention that up here there are of course ticket machines, and just like one open station smart rider processor, because if you come for an event, the ticket's free, so no one really comes here with a smart rider except if it's a weekend like this, which was good for me. But it's just weird that such a big station has one smart rider processor. Also, I wanted to point out that there's this sign which says that the connection to here from the Mandurah line will be much easier once the Thorney Cockburn link opens, which is true because at the moment only the Joondalup and Fremantle lines, along with of course the Armadale and Thorney, can directly connect to this station. But then once the Mandurah can, all the lines will be able to, except the Midland, which you will still have to get off at East Perth and walk across the Windan Bridge to get over here. And it's time to rate the station now. This is definitely the best intermediate station on the Armadale Thorney line, even though it does look quite plain and doesn't have escalators, but that's for a good reason. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Yeah, it could get 5, but just, I mean, it doesn't have buses either, so it's not exactly a perfect station. And sadly, it's not open all the time, although no one would use it if it was always open. So I mean, yeah, everything has a good reason. It's just not the best, so I'm just gonna give it 4.